Hey everybody, how's it going? Aaron Rift here from NoDQ.com along with good old JM, Jeff Meacham, back here on the YouTube channel and NoDQ.com. How are you doing today, Jeff?
It's a pleasure to be with NoDQ.com as always, where I got my start in wrestling. So it's always fun to come back and do collaborations with you.
Well, thank you for being on today. We are going to discuss the Royal Rumble. It is Royal Rumble season. We have a series of topics to discuss, top 5 lists. Jeff came up with his own top 5. I came up with my own top 5 for these topics. And right now we're going to start off with the top 5 Royal Rumble finishes and the top 5 Royal Rumble winners. So Jeff will give his list first, then I'll give mine, and then we'll combine them. So go ahead with your top 5 finishes.
All right, number 5, the 2004 Royal Rumble, where Chris Benoit won after starting at number 1 and going the distance after being put in that spot by general manager Paul Heyman. It was just a great finish to see him just slowly suplex the Big Show over the top rope and drag him over the edge and get the final elimination to win the shot at the WrestleMania title shot. Number 4, 2000, again involving the Big Show, but Big Show had the Rock up on his shoulder and ran as fast as Big Show can run, let's be honest, to the rope and went to go dump Rock over, and Rock instead held on to the rope, so we thought, and didn't touch the floor, and scooted back in to win the Rumble. Number 3, 1992, Ric Flair eliminated Sid Justice with help from Hulk Hogan to win the WWF Championship. Again, Flair coming number 3, going the distance and winning the WWF Championship for the first time in his career. And it was such a monumental moment for Flair, for the company, to show that, that Vince could look beyond his Hogan, Piper, Savage little group there and give Flair a chance at the big gold. Number 2, 1993. This is also my eliminations list, and we'll get to that later. But 1993, when Macho Man did the elbow off the top rope and went for a pinfall,
right.
Yokozuna went, "Yeah, no, bitch," and just pushed him off over the top rope. I watched that back for the first time this week to watch Rumbles, and I was like, "Wow, that was the hokiest shit finish I ever saw." It was great. It was funnier now. And number 1, 1995. How can you talk about Royal Rumble finishes, not talk about Shawn Michaels inventing the Shawn Michaels rule?
Right.
1 foot touch to the floor, scoot back in, take out Davey Boy, and he wins the title shot.
1 foot. Yep. That was very climactic and a memorable Royal Rumble moment, to say the least. So my top 5. Number 5 is Ric Flair winning at the 1992 Royal Rumble when you had Hulk Hogan eliminated by Sid Vicious. Sid Vicious, that no good son of a bitch, attacking Hogan from behind.
When he was Sid Justice, standing for justice and truth. I mean, come on.
Like a coward.
Oh, terrible.
Yeah, forget the fact that there's no friends in the Royal Rumble.
That's right.
I was actually watching Saturday night's main event on the WWE Network, and it's so hilarious how they edited the commentary. The original commentary, you have Gorilla Monsoon saying, "There's no friends in the Royal Rumble." But then when they redid the commentary, he's like, "That no good Sid attacked Hogan from behind." It was great.
Because they're both on the network, yet the Rumble is not edited like that.
Yeah, so listen, Saturday night's main event, February 1992, listen to the commentary, how they re-edited, they edited the chants and the cheering.
Yes.
When people cheered Sid, they changed it to boos.
Yep.
So they left that in, so I do give WWE credit for that. That was a very memorable Royal Rumble finish. Number 4 is Bret Hart and Lex Luger in the 94 Rumble going out at the same time. First time that ever happened, and the whole idea of the instant replay, who won. They were both, in the end, declared the victors, co-winners of the Royal Rumble. And they did the big angle at WrestleMania where they had the 2 title matches.
And the coin toss,
the coin toss.
I'm going to jump in for just a second. I thought that was the stupidest finish when I first saw it. I watched it back the other night, and then I watched stuff on YouTube, the Road to WrestleMania, and that was very well told. The story from the Rumble elimination at the very end of the match to the WrestleMania win for Bret was just a great 2.5 month story. It was just good. It was just very well done.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, at the time,
that's my gimmick.
Yeah, it seems like a cheap finish, but it was creative, and you think about it, if it was real, eventually something like that would happen where 2 guys would get eliminated at the same time. And, it kind of reminded me of when Hogan and Orndorff both got out of the cage at the same time.
Yes.
So, I thought it was kind of cool to do something different. So why not?
Right.
Number 3, as you mentioned, Benoit and the Big Show at the 2004 Royal Rumble. Number 2, Steve Austin winning the 1997 Rumble when he was eliminated by Bret Hart, but the referees did not see it. They were preoccupied with, I believe it was Mick Foley and Terry Funk. Austin got back in the ring, dumped out everybody, including Bret Hart, and then the referees turn around. They only see Steve Austin. He's declared the winner. And Bret Hart throws a huge fit. I just thought it was a tremendously
That was the real
finish.
first time we saw Bret throw a complete hissy fit and then his heel turn.
Yeah, I thought it was really creative. So I give Vince Russo credit for that finish. And my number 1 is Shawn Michaels winning the 1995 Royal Rumble. So let's go ahead and combine these lists. Your number 1 was...
My number 1. It was your number 1. Same thing.
So we're going to agree on that. Number 1 Royal Rumble finish.
It was 95.
Shawn Michaels in 1995.
We both had 92.
We both had 92 with Ric Flair, so that's going to make the top 5 as well.
Okay.
And we both had Big Show and Benoit.
So that's 2004. So we both had that one. Okay.
So what did we disagree on?
You didn't have 2000 or 93.
So we have 2000 and 93.
And then you had... What were your other...
I had 1997 with Steve Austin.
I can concede that. 97.
All right, so you want to put 97 in there?
That's fine.
So we have 95, 92, 97.
And 2004.
2004.
And then...
So one more. I don't think we should include 93, but I'm fine with...
Well,
Randy Savage looked like a moron.
He did. It was terrible. It was a fun finish, but it was kind of stupid. I liked 2000's finish. I really did, and I really liked how they wove that into storylines for the next couple months because they had the Big Show and Rock at No Way Out No Way Out, and then they had the McMahons involved and everything like that. So I personally like how they did that.
Okay, well I'll go ahead. We'll put in 2000 then as our 5th choice.
Okay, cool.
So there you have it. So 95, 92, 97, 2004, and 2000 for the Royal Rumble finishes.
There you go.
All right, let's move...
That should be your top 5. Go watch those right now.
Okay, so let's move on to the top 5 Royal Rumble winners. Go ahead with your list.
All right, my list is in order of years, not in order of how they the actual finish itself. But I'll go ahead and 2006 Rey Mysterio. And that's more for the story, and I have been very vocal for the last almost 10 years now about the fact that I didn't like the way that they used Eddie Guerrero's death as a way to elevate Rey Mysterio. However, looking back now, it's been 9 years. It's time to just stop being a bitter asshole about it. And it was a great story. He came in at number 2. He went through the whole Rumble. It's the longest time in a Rumble match in history now. He surpassed Benoit. And it was a feel-good story that we all desperately needed after Eddie Guerrero's passing. So that's why that's in my top 5. Relating to that, number 4, Chris Benoit. Again, Chris Benoit had been done very dirty in WCW and was even world champion for a night and to try to keep him there, and he decided he didn't want to be part of that shit and left. And it took 4 more years, but he eventually got the Rumble win and the world title. And that whole year for Benoit was his year, and it started the night of the Rumble, and it was just a great story. Another great story was 2002, Triple H, returning from a injury that could have crippled him and killed his career. He rehabbed like a beast and came back and won the Rumble and went on to WrestleMania to become the champion. And there's no better story in WWE than winning the Rumble after injury and winning the title at WrestleMania because of winning the Rumble. Another guy that came back from injury and won the Rumble was in 2001, Stone Cold Steve Austin. He came back from a neck injury in 97 and won 98.
Right.
But then there was more to it because he went under the knife in early 2000 and took a year off and had to make sure his neck was healed. And he came back and had one of the best Rumble matches in history and, took 3 chair shots to Kane to get the job done, but he got the job done. And it was a great Rumble match and a great finish. And my top Rumble winner is the Nature Boy Ric Flair in 1992. he overcame 28 of the top stars in wrestling at the time, because there was no hotter federation in wrestling in 1992 than the WWF. Period. WCW was dying then, without Flair especially. And he beat several former world champions in the process, and he just looked like the superstar that he already knew he was, that Jim Crockett knew he was, and that Vince McMahon was dying to see. Great finish, great win for a great champion.
Very good. Okay, my top 5. My number 5 is Hulk Hogan. He won the 1990 and the 1991 Royal Rumble back-to-back in dominant fashion. He did overcome the odds in the 91 Rumble when he had Jimmy Hart's guys against him at the end.
Especially Earthquake, yeah.
Yes, and he was able to beat them, and Hulk Hogan dominating the Royal Rumble in those early years.
Speaking of Jimmy Hart's boys, I have just a stupid question.
Okay.
Why is it when the Nasty Boys are in the Rumble, they can never call them by their names?
I have no idea.
If you watch the Rumbles on the network, they never call them Knobs, or Sag, so they get thrown out. It's one of the Nasty Boys coming down. It's like, what the fuck is it?
They're so unimportant. I don't know.
Oh, I like Knobs and Sag.
Well, I'm just saying, in the eyes of WWE,
that's fucked up.
Vince McMahon's opinion. I
guess so. Anyway, go ahead.
My number 4 is John Cena for winning the 2008 Royal Rumble in surprise fashion. Nobody expected him to be there. He was gone with his injury, and then he would go on to win the 2013 Royal Rumble and then reclaim the WWE title, get his redemption against The Rock. My number 3 is the Nature Boy Ric Flair winning the epic 1992 Royal Rumble. My number 2 is Shawn Michaels winning the 1995 Royal Rumble with that memorable finish, and then going on to the 1996 Royal Rumble to win back-to-back, 2-time winner, then going on to WrestleMania to get his WWE title win, and the boyhood dream is realized.
What number was he in the Rumble in 96? Do you remember?
96. No, I don't.
Number 18.
There you go.
I think.
Well, hopefully you're not wrong, because
hopefully not.
You just said that in front of everybody.
I know.
You're
right,
correct
yeah.
on that one.
Yeah.
And my number 1 winner is the only 3-time winner in Royal Rumble history, Stone Cold Steve Austin, winning 97, winning 98, and then winning 2001. So,
we both have Austin at one point or another.
All right, Austin was my number 1. What was Austin for you?
Austin was my number 2.
All right, so Austin is going to be close, either number 1 or number 2.
Well, like I said on my list was in order of the years they happened, not the year that they should be on the list.
We both had Flair, so Flair's in. We both had Triple H. He's in.
No, we did?
Oh, no, we didn't. Never mind.
No, you didn't. Yeah.
So we only both agreed on Austin and Flair.
Right. Shawn Michaels winning twice. I didn't think about that, but I can concede that.
I think you have to have Shawn in there as a 2-time winner.
And it's gonna piss all you fanboys off, but I'll go ahead and concede Cena also.
So Cena.
Yeah. So we'll go with your list.
Okay, overall. So now we got to decide for that 5th spot. Should we go with Triple H, Hogan, Benoit, Mysterio?
Oh, it's gotta be Hogan.
I agree.
Yeah, it's gotta be Hogan.
Yeah, let's go with Hogan.
Yeah.
2-time winner.
Yeah.
All right, so Austin.
So your list is the list.
All right, so Austin, Flair, Shawn Michaels, John Cena, and Hulk Hogan.
There you go.
All right.